All right, welcome to the ultimate OSHA challenge. We are about to dive into the top 10 exam questions that trip almost everybody up. Seriously, these are the tricky ones that can make or break your score. So, are you ready to see if you can beat the odds? Let's get right into it.
Okay, I want you to treat this like it's the real deal. So grab a pen and paper or just keep a mental note and track your score. We're about to run through a 10-question gauntlet. Think you've got what it takes? Let's find out. And just before we kick things off, a quick shout out to our viewers in the UK. Now, we know you operate under HSE regulations, and that's great. But remember, OSHA is the law of the land for any work based in the US. Plus, the safety principles we're covering today, they're totally universal. The logic behind identifying and controlling hazards is the same everywhere. So this is a fantastic test for any safety pro. Question 1, and it's an absolute classic. We are on a construction site. At what height is fall protection generally required? Is it A, 4 feet, B, 5 feet, C, 6 feet, or D, 10 feet? I'll give you 5 seconds.
The answer is C, 6 feet. This number is the cornerstone of the Construction Fall Protection Standard, 29 CFR 1926.501. You have to remember, falls are the #1 killer in construction. So this 6-foot rule is one you absolutely, positively have to know.
All right, on to question 2. Now pay very close attention because we've changed a keyword. We're now in general industry. So think about a warehouse or a manufacturing plant. Is the fall protection trigger here A, 4 feet, B, 6 feet, C, 10 feet, or D, 12 feet? 5 seconds on the clock. And the answer is A, 4 feet. This is a massive trip-up point on exams. So many people remember that 6-foot construction rule and just apply it everywhere. But for general industry, on those walking working surfaces, the standard that's 29 CFR 1910.28 says 4 feet. The big lesson here, you have to know which industry standard you're working under. Okay, question 3. And we're getting even more specific. Let's talk about scaffolds. Does the rule change again? Do you need fall protection at A, over 4 feet, B, over 6 feet, C, over 10 feet, or D, only on suspended scaffolds? You know the drill. 5 seconds. The answer is C, over 10 feet. See how specific OSHA gets? It's not a one-size-fits-all rule. We have 4 feet for general industry, 6 feet for general construction, and now 10 feet specifically for scaffolds, according to 29 CFR 1926.451. You gotta memorize that trio, 4, 6, and 10. Question 4 is all about ladders. Picture this, you're using a portable ladder to get up to a roof or a platform. How far do those side rails have to extend above that landing surface? Is it A, 1 foot, B, 2 feet, C, 3 feet, or D, 4 feet? 5 seconds. The correct answer is C, 3 feet. This rule, which you'll find in 29 CFR 1926.105, is all about providing a safe transition. It gives you something stable to hold on to as you step on or off the ladder. That 3-foot extension is basically your safety grip. All right, question 5 takes us into a confined space. This is a big one. You have your multi-gas meter ready to go. In what order must you test the atmosphere? Look at those options closely. Does the order even matter? You've got 5 seconds. The only correct answer, the one that can save lives, is B, oxygen first, then flammable gases, then potential toxics. This is absolutely non-negotiable. And here's why. Many combustible gas sensors need enough oxygen in the air to even work properly. If you test for flammables in an oxygen-deficient space, you could get a false negative reading, walk in, and, well, it could be deadly. So remember, that testing order is a life-saving procedure. Question 6 brings us to Lockout/Tagout. The OSHA standard defines very specific roles for employees. So, who is the authorized employee? Read the choices carefully because this is a top question not just on exams, but in job interviews too. 5 seconds. The answer is B. An authorized employee is the person who physically applies the locks and tags to perform service or maintenance. Now, the person who just operates that machine day to day, they're called an affected employee. Getting that terminology right, straight from 29 CFR 1910-147, is absolutely critical for any LOTO program. Question 7, let's talk hazard communication. You grab a safety data sheet, an SDS. OSHA actually requires a very specific uniform format. So how many sections must it have? Is it A, 8, B, 12, C, 16, or D, is there no set format at all? 5 seconds to decide. And the correct answer is C, 16 sections. This is mandated by the Globally Harmonized System, or GHS, which OSHA adopted into the 29 CFR 1910.1200 standard. The whole point of this standardization is so that no matter what chemical you're working with, you know exactly where to look for critical information like first aid measures or required PPE. Question 8 moves on to noise. At what average noise level, measured over an 8-hour shift, does an employer have to implement a full hearing conservation program? What is that action level? Is it A, 80, B, 85, C, 90, or D, 100 decibels? You've got 5 seconds. The magic number here is B, 85 dBA. According to 29 CFR 1910.95, once that 8-hour time-weighted average hits 85 decibels, it triggers the action level. That means the employer has to start a program that includes noise monitoring, employee training, and providing hearing protection. Now for a very serious one. Question 9, reporting. How quickly must an employer report a work-related fatality to OSHA? And what about for an inpatient hospitalization, an amputation, or the loss of an eye? Check these options very carefully. 5 seconds. The correct answer is B. You must report a fatality within 8 hours. And you must report an inpatient hospitalization, amputation, or loss of an eye within 24 hours. These are incredibly strict deadlines found in 29 CFR 1904.39, and they are crucial to remember. Here we are, the last question. Let's finish strong. We're talking about excavations. At what depth does OSHA require a protective system, like shoring or sloping, to prevent a cave-in? Let's see that final answer. 5 seconds. And the answer is B, 5 feet, but with a really critical exception. You need protection at 5 feet deep unless the trench is dug in stable rock. The other key detail is for trenches that are less than 5 feet deep, a competent person has to inspect it, and if they find any sign of a potential cave-in, you still need protection. It's not just about the depth.
And that is the end of the gauntlet. So, time to be honest. How did you do? Go ahead and drop your score out of 10 in the comments below, and also let us know if you're watching from the USA or the UK. Let's see who aced it.
Now, for a quick rapid-fire recap. This is your cheat sheet, so listen up. Construction falls, 6 feet. General industry falls, 4 feet. Scaffold falls, 10 feet. Ladder extension, 3 feet. Confined space testing order, oxygen, then flammable, then toxic. LOTO authorized employee performs the service. SDS format, 16 sections. Hearing action level, 85 decibels. Reporting a fatality, 8 hours. Excavation protection, 5 feet. You might want to screenshot this slide. It's your study guide. If you want to learn more about workplace safety and OSHA rules, subscribe to HSE Study.